All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's grow this channel a little bit. And this is going to be the first installment of my weekly surf fishing report that I'm gonna try my best to get put out every week for you guys. So that way, if you're coming down for vacation or if you just don't get out to the surf often, you got an idea of maybe what the most current surf conditions are that I can get to you. So let's go ahead and jump into this. This is going to be for the days of September 6th through September 10th. I typically fish every morning, so these are morning reports. But on Monday, September 6th, the water was still a little dirty from the weekend. We had that storm, storm hurricane coming last week, and the waters had just started to calm down, and the water was still pretty dirty, but a lot of hard heads, a few ladyfish. I'm not going to complain about catching ladyfish. They fight great. They're a blast to catch. They'll keep you entertained. So if that's all you're catching, it's not the worst thing that can happen. Ladyfish are really fun to catch. All right, Tuesday, September 7th, water really started to clear up. And the water's been fairly flat this week, but Tuesday it definitely really started to clear up for us. And there had been a lot of pompano caught over the weekend. A lot of that was kind of over in, sorry, I got bit by a fly there. A lot of those pompano were caught over in Florida, but there was a handful caught over here in Alabama. So I really had high hopes to get into some pompano. I did luck into one on Tuesday, caught one, and that was it. But hey, that's all right. Caught several ladyfish, remora, hardheads, of course. But Tuesday wasn't bad overall. I mean, any day you catch a pompano, it's a success. They're difficult to find in the summer. They do start picking up a little bit more in the fall, and we're progressively getting there, so we will see more pompano caught, so that's a good thing. Wednesday morning, I did not get out and fish. We had a little tropical system coming into the Gulf, and before it made landfall, it turned into Tropical Storm Mindy. It hit over in the Florida Panhandle, but we got rain all day Wednesday, and I don't mind fishing in a little bit of rain, but when I got up that morning, it was an absolute downpour, so I did not go out. So I've got nothing for you on Wednesday. All right, when I got out here on Thursday morning, the back end of Mindy was still going offshore, lots of lightning, so I kind of sat in the vehicle for a while, and once it got safe, the lightning had moved way offshore. I came down, and Tropical Storm Mindy brought in a ton of grass. I mean, more than I was expecting. And I'd seen some reports on Wednesday night, some grass moved in, but I was hoping that would all be further east, over by Orange Beach and into Florida, but it wasn't. It was all down the Alabama Gulf Coast. I started off throwing over the bar. All I could find over the bar were hard heads and grass. So didn't really put a whole lot of time and effort into that. Ended up finding a trough next to the beach, real close. Picked out a few whiting. Whiting numbers, that's another good thing. Whiting numbers are starting to pick up. I did not catch a whole lot of whiting over the summer. Like, I struggled to find whiting. I know some guys would come out and burn up the whiting once in a while, but I just did not. I don't know what I did this year that was different to not find whiting, but I struggled to find them over the summer. But of course, with the whiting, I was also catching several hardhead. The water was dirty Thursday morning. It had a lot of stain to it, but I had been targeting a fish all week long. I've been throwing cut bait, threw cut bait Monday, Tuesday, yesterday morning on Thursday, targeting red drum. The red drum should be starting to show up in decent numbers. So I have been making sure I've got one rod out specifically trying to target red drum, and it finally happened. had a beautiful 26-inch red drum, just hammer one of my rods. And of course it was not the rod that I had out for whiting. It was just one that had a pomp rig tied on, the shrimp. And that's the good thing about red drum, whiting, pompano, those not just those three, a lot of species out here want to eat shrimp. They don't mind eating shrimp. That's why shrimp is a key bait to use. It's a universal bait, so make sure you always got some shrimp with you. Also, did find a few baby pompano yesterday. Nothing big, nowhere near keeper size. They all went back, but it's nice to see a few more pompano getting caught here in the surf. All right, guys, and to wrap up Friday, September 10th, not a lot happened this morning, unfortunately. Found about 1,600 hardheads, a ladyfish, one whiting, a few remora. Got a bunch of remora for a while there. That was different. I hadn't caught that many in a row like that. It was rapid succession there. But before I wrap this video up, at the end of these videos, I'm going to add a little tip, trick, hack, so I'll go ahead and check this out. All right, guys, this week's little tip is a way to store your pompano rigs. It's super easy. All you gotta do is get you a pool noodle. You can wrap them around. Super easy storage. This one's really long. This is the one I actually used to just store them in my garage, but you can cut these down to any size, keep them in a box, or just throw them in a backpack, or whatever you do to transport your pompano rigs while you're surf fishing. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. As I do more of these, I'll kind of figure out how I want to do them a little better. This was just kind of off the wall, just threw it together while I was out here today. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, so next time I'll see you later.